I can't stand them. They're like holding a
porcupine.
Well, a porcupine plus a python with olive oil on it.
A 3-year-old toddler.
Yeah, an olive oil on it. You can't hold them. They're slippery. They'll squirt out of your hand. Hey everybody, welcome back to Florida Exotic. Today we're going to do some fish checking. Now, some of you might be saying, why does Rick have that old hat on? Well, this is the last time I'm wearing it. Next week when we do a YouTube, I plan to have a Viking type funeral for it. And I'm gonna go over how I was accused with the new hats I got of actually making labels for it and sticking them on myself.
This will be a good one.
And that accusation came from Glenn.
Could you look at me real quick, Rick? I want the audience to notice how there's a logo that's missing on your hat.
Yeah.
So what happened to that logo, Rick?
I have two new hats. You remember in
Bullshit.
The Green Mile when the guy stomped the mouse and he came back in and he said, I bet you had a mouse, another mouse. Yeah, like I have two labels. Now I have to hang my head in shame. I've said before that I only have one hybrid on the farm, that's OB peacock. And coming over here to do these fish, I realized these are a hybrid. These are red dragons.
Well, you can actually blame it on the boys because you never check this fish.
No, but I know I have them. And then I have to also take another accusation because right there is red exasperatus. Now, I swear the guy who came up with them said they popped out of his exasperatus. I don't know. But anyway, this is our dominant male. Now, wait a second. Is that good enough?
Beautiful.
Now, if you say to me, do you have another male like this? I'm going to say potentially, but this is a full-grown black, in the guy. It took a while to get like this. We're going to check, these newer ones, and you're going to see nice males, but this is going to take them a while to look like that. You can't expect that to happen.
So there's just one male in this.
Actually, believe it or not,
females, or some of them are just not colored up yet.
Nope, I believe that there's one male in here. Now, he's taking care of all these females, so I'm assuming it's been working. I know and again, I don't check these fish. So Salvador does. He may have checked them last week. And, there's some ready. But I'm just here to show you. Now, you see those dark fish? That's an example of where they came from.
Where they revert back.
Yeah, they're always going to, the more you breed them, the less of that you're going to see. But they're always going to have something going on. And it's the same way with the OB peacocks. You get OBs, you get some reds, you get some blues, you get some yellow. Now that's a little male. He dare not
color up.
No, yeah. Because he knows what'll happen to him. He's just swimming around, just minding his own business. Now I'm sure if he has an opportunity to breed, he's going to do it. Kind of like the lesser deer do.
So
that's another male. See, he's okay, but he's not going to show his color. Now, if that other one were to be taken out, if someone were to talk me into selling it, which they won't, they would color up right away.
So in the process of maintaining this hybrid,
yes,
what are the traits that you're looking for?
I just want. There's another little male. I want the females to be as red as they can be, and then I want the males just to be as high quality as they can be. which means, by the way, there's several males in here that are, I guess I could take them.
Yeah, if not, they're...
Whoops, no.
Well,
oh well.
They'll go in the incubator.
We don't usually try to put this stuff in an incubator. It's good, but we have, when they pop them, they get a ton. So anyway, it looks like that's about it. So he might have checked these last week. I did not ask him. He's got a schedule for checking. So now here's a little baby that got away that's reverted back to whatever. And I would say, from looking at that fish, it has some kind of red peacock in it. All right, now give us a second, little break, and we're going to switch to another tank. There's no use in following us around, so we'll be right back. So we moved over to the next row, and these are, again, I have to say, I'm not over here all the time. These are a young breeder batch that we're growing up, because just due to the size of those guys over there, I can tell they're not going to be breeding forever. I mean, they may have been breeding for 2 years, I don't know. But this is young ones, and I think he told me that he has even younger ones than these. So, let's see, I saw a big female holding. I want to get her done. Yep. Those are, I can definitely see that those have little eyeballs on them. And now, if you notice, these young ones, they have, per size of the fish, take a look at this. Most of those in there were from the bigger ones. Now watch this young one. I mean, they really put out the eggs. And I think it's so cool, if you hold them like this, the fish, oftentimes, they want to swim right back into the mouth. So if you put it down there, anyway, I'm not goofing around doing that. Drive you people crazy, like I did last week, looking at the same fish for a half an hour. But there's a young male. Now, that's beautiful. And it's not that big.
No.
Here's an immature male in here. So let's suppose Salvador's got a tank of these out there, and there's a bunch of them that are in color this big. Well, he may pick out to sip out, you know, if we're selling 5 pairs or something like that. He may, there may be 3 great looking ones and 3 whatever, but when he comes back the next week, there's going to be the other males that were in lesser color if going to color it up. And we try to, the guys know that we try to sell every fish in good color. Now, I see a lot of, I think these are eggs. There's a fungus egg there. I would assume that, no, that's a female. That's a great female.
Yeah, nice deep color.
Yeah.
It's almost like the male.
Yeah. Color. Now these are a bunch of little offshoots. I will tell Salvador to take them out of there. There's another little male, afraid to show color. So it's another great female. So anyway, this is red dragon. This is a man-made fish, and we are line breeding it as best we can. If we can get from other people, we will. And yes, it's a hybrid. I hang my head.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, now we're going to go do Poolit. Now, Poolit is a cool Mbuna. And it used to be, there were a lot of them. I mean, there's never been a lot of them around, but used to be. And we're trying to get our population back. Sometimes we mess up and don't follow through and lose them. But it's a cool one. Doesn't get real big. This is to me similar to clown lab, white lab. Over here we have white dorsal zebras, or that's probably an Afra. And again, it's not that I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just I don't know this area. I don't have time, like I used to in my youth, to cruise out here.
Well, we maintain over 100 different species on
yeah,
the farm.
and, and we just have to delegate. Some people, yeah. And they're very good at it. But this is a male. Now the dominant male, I missed him, but he's going to get right here.
This one's got a good example of the white cap.
White cap on it. But that on the dominant one, this gets even.
We're getting a weird light here. So.
Yeah. But you can see that on the thing.
Yeah.
Now this, even though this is a nice sized male, they're not really showing it because the bigger male in there is the one that's maxed out. Now let's see what we got here. Now again, he might have checked these guys last week. Don't know. I'm gonna go for it. By the way, we've been having we all got, I call them the heebie-jeebies. We've had a west wind for the last 3 or 4 days. And it blows in these little teeny salt marsh mosquitoes. These things will not open their mouths. I might have to get violent with them. And these things get blown in, and they're going to stay here until we get an east wind. And they're horrible. They hang in the trees.
For us, the ocean is to the east, so normally the prevailing winds here on the farm are out of the east, and the Everglades are to the west of us. So typically all the mosquitoes and bugs and
eggs,
stuff will stay away. But if we get strong westerly winds,
he must have checked these recently because these are just eggs.
Yeah,
we've just had a strong, afternoon westerly storms, so it blows them in. As you can see, we're surrounded. Ooh, this keeps spinning me. I don't like these guys at all. I don't like them.
Maybe that's why you gave them to somebody else.
Yeah.
Like an oret.
Yeah. Oret modus. Oh my gosh. I don't think we've done those. I can't stand them. They're like holding a
porcupine.
Well, a porcupine plus a python with olive oil on it.
A 3-year-old toddler.
Yeah, an olive oil on it. They you can't hold them. They're slippery. They'll squirt out of your hand. Tony does them. I used to do them, and we did terrible with them because I hated them. In fact, I noticed that Tony's taken over a lot of my fish, and now all of a sudden I'm seeing my fish available. What does that tell you? There's another little male. It's not the most spectacular fish, but it doesn't get big, so it goes well in a community type tank with other mbunas, rock dwellers, and the masonite. Well, the masonite are, I don't know if they produce with the masonite. Eggs,
bright yellow.
And these are, I guess these are young ones he's leaving in here. Oftentimes we leave maybe next year's breeders in the tank. That way we can, and he'll be growing them out somewhere else too. I guarantee that. They all do. Tony routinely goes through the Gold Labs when he gets a certain size, is yanking out 200 or 300 males for breeders. This fish right here, I would never want 1,000. The Masonite, I would never want less than 4,000 going out. Gold Labs, red zebras, Kenii, all that stuff. Very easy to sell small. These are going to be very easy to sell because big mouthful of nice eggs. Did I not hold that long enough?
No, that was good.
Just because they're odd. more eggs. So I'll tell Salvador I hit them for him, and he'll come back here. He'll mark it. We'll do those sometime. Those are neat little fish. That's full grown. Full grown. So there we go. I'll have to have him. Oh, these are. I'm not going to mess with these, but I'm going to show you the male. I have to. This guy is. This is amazing. I mean, it's amazing, these fish. Now this is an albino Eureka Jake. Again, not a hybrid. But that's truly amazing, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Even me with no fish tank in my house, ever, I would say a tank full of assorted peacocks be outstanding. Glenn, we have to do these next week.
Where are you going, Biro?
Well, I'm going in.
Okay, so say goodbye for now.
Well, bye for now. This is one last fish we're going to pop today. Now, these are the rhodesii, Chilot tilapia rhodesii. This is one I may have screwed up on. I told Tony, stop breeding them. You're breeding them too much. And then I put them on the list, and now they've told me that the first batch is all gone. So I'm hoping that we can get a few more spawns out of them this year, and I don't know where they're at now. I don't know if they've spawned, spit the babies out, where they're at. I'm about ready to find out, but they're now going to go on the check them regularly list. Okay, Glenn, will you put that up there for me, please? And on these, I'm going to try to, right off the bat, take the different sizes separately, if I can. So, Chilot tilapia rhodesii, cool fish, because the babies, are you getting that?
Yeah, but put me out of the hand. There you go.
The babies have the rounded body, and they're kind of pink, which is really cool. So I'm hoping that maybe, ow, yeah. Good. Now I don't have a lot of these breeders. I never wanted a lot of them. But I'm thinking it would be very advantageous. Now we got to come out and get those.
Yeah.
It would be very advantageous to have extras, because sizing them up, selling big breeders, size would be great. So anyway, didn't do great.
Let's see that other male.
That's my fault, because I bet you that Tony's missed 3 times checking these.
I like the rounded head.
Yeah. And the little small mouth, even though this is a hap type, it's Chilot tilapia rhodesii. It's considered more of a hap type. It's not going to bug your other fish. It doesn't have a big predator mouth on it, so it could go in with peacocks and everything else. So anyway, that's it for this week. Hope it was enjoyable. Next week we're gonna do
Burn your hat.
Burn my hat. I'm having a little surgery on my little face here, so I'm either gonna do it. I gotta do it beforehand. Burn my hat. We got to go through the gold sex fasciatus.
Yeah, because they had babies again, so our protocol is to remove the adult population.
Yeah, we got to do that soon. So anyway, that's it for this week. Hope you all enjoyed it. Tell your friends to subscribe. If you have any friends, like us and give us comments. We enjoy them. See y'all next week.
Bye.